Hey YouTube, we've made it to the centre backs. So, if you're in the market for a centre back, now's your opportunity, now's your time. We're going to have a look through the 5 best centre backs of FM in the year 2026. Right, so the first centre back to make it onto the list then at number 5 is Thiago Djalo. Now, Thiago Djalo, he starts off on FM 17 at Sporting CP. He has had many loan moves in this so far, a lot of loan moves actually. And he finally made his way to Everton for 14.5 million in the year 2024-2025. So, in terms of transfer valuation, that is what you should probably be expecting to pay. Now, games played, he's played 192 league appearances and got 6.73 as an average rating. So nothing spectacular, but hey, we all can't be perfect, can we? So his height is something that jumps out at me. No pun intended. 6'4" on £200,000 a week, so not the cheapest player in the world. And an estimated value of £25.5 million. So may possibly be somebody that you could make a bit of profit on. Now, what does strike me as very good is his attributes and all-round defensive skill. Technical-wise, for the best position and role that he plays, which is a defensive centre-back on defend, he has a heading attribute of 15, marking of 16, and tackling of 16 too. So some very good stats there. Also, mental-wise, he has got 15 for determination and 15 for positioning. So you'll very rarely find him sort of not putting the effort in or out of position. And his physicals are extremely good. Now, he's got a jumping reach of 17, which is what you would expect for somebody who's 6'4". Not only that, but his strength. He's got out of this world strength. It might as well be the Hulk. And he's got a strength attribute of 19. So some very good sort of physical stats there too. Made 28 appearances for Guinea-Bissau. And yeah, resolute personality. Media description, centre-back. So literally just your bog standard centre-back, but a very good one. Number 4 for you lot then is Mauricio Lemos. Now this guy is probably going to be around about the 20 years old mark at the start of Football Manager, at the start of your careers in FM17. He starts with, it's going to be Las Palmas. It will be Las Palmas looking at that. And he moved to Spurs for a fee of £26 million. And then he did move on from Spurs after only a single season for a fee of £40 million. So a combined transfer valuation of £68 million in total. But yeah, you should be probably looking around to pay the £25 million to £30 million mark. 306 league appearances and an average rating of a huge whopping 7.61. So absolutely incredible average rating right there. As you lot know, I love an average rating of 7 or above. And this guy fulfills all of that. So let's have a look at what he's all about then, see what he does and what he brings to the team. He is a ball-playing defender. So if you do like defenders who can play the ball on the deck, this guy is solid. So he has a resolute personality. Media describe him as a commanding centre-back, and his player traits, he dives into tackles. He's right-footed, so if that's something you want, if that's something you're looking for in a player, he's going to make you very happy. Uruguayan nationality, 67 caps and 3 goals in that time. He's 6'1". And a whopping wage demand of around about £325,000 a week. So, is he worth that 325 grand a week? Let's have a look at his stats and find out. Attribute-wise, first touch of 12, heading of 16, marking of 17, passing of 15, tackling of 16, and technique of 13. So not the most technically gifted player in the world, but his heading, marking, and tackling is absolutely phenomenal. Not only that, but for a ball-playing defender, somebody who plays in defence, to have a passing rating of 15, that is also very good. Physical-wise, and we're just going to bring in his physicals before we do his mentals, he's got a jumping reach of 15 and strength of 18. So for somebody who's 6'1", a jumping reach of 15 is pretty decent. Strength as well, incredible strength also. So yeah, he's very strong, very capable. And mental-wise, let's have a quick look at those. So aggression of 14, and you probably do want somebody who is an aggressive centre-back. You want somebody who will go and make that tackle and sort of win you the ball back. So anticipation of 14 as well, bravery of 15, composure of 14, concentration of 15, decisions and determination are both 15 too, and his vision is 12. So not the best vision, but he does have that positioning rating of 17 too. So, all in all, this guy, is he worth 325 grand a week? I don't know, I've never managed him, but looking at that and looking at his average rating, I would say you're getting a very, very good player on your hands, even if you do have to fork out a lot of money in wages. So if you have signed him, let us know how he's done for you, and pop it in the comments, and we'll have a look and see what you say. Number 3 is Axel Tuanzebe. Now this guy, let's have a look at where he's been and where he's what he's all about. So he starts off at Manchester United. He has played for West Brom and Spurs on loan in this save. And he also went back to Spurs as well for a second time. So Spurs fans must have been loving him. Gladbach then bought him from Man United for £6.5 million, which for somebody who could potentially be a world beater is a pittance. Man City then signed him for £24.5 million. And in total, you're looking to pay, I would say, probably about the lower end of that. So I would reckon sort of somewhere in between that 6.5 and £24 million mark. So probably around 12.5, sort of £15 million, I would say, a guesstimate, a complete guesstimate. If you have bought him and you have paid whatever amount it is for him, please let us know what it was you paid. 157 league appearances with an average rating of 6.95. So I'm not totally blown away by the average rating, but if you're picking somebody up for around about that sort of fee, you can't really complain at all. You pay for what you get, really. Plays for Democratic Republic of Congo, and in that time he's picked up 77 caps for them. He is 28 years old, which makes him around about 18 at the start of FM17. And he is a central defender with the defend duty, a right-footed player with a balanced personality. In the media just describe him as a centre-back. So, attribute-wise, he does have 14 for heading. He's got 16 for marking and 15 for tackling. So some pretty decent sort of attributes there for sort of his technicals. Mental-wise, 11 for aggression, 17 for anticipation. So his anticipation is very, very good. He's also got 17 for positioning as well. So his positioning and his anticipation are very, 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 very good. You can't really complain with those kinds of attributes for a centre-back. Bravery of 14, concentration of 12, decisions of 13, and determination of 12 also. So some pretty average stats there, concentration, decisions, and determination-wise. He could probably do with a little bit of work there. You might want to, if you do have somebody available to tutor him, you might just want to get him tutored by sort of a senior member of the squad. That's if you do sign him sort of pretty early into the game. A jumping reach of 15 and strength of 16. So some really, really sort of awesome sort of physical stats there too. So 180 grand a week, valued at 28.5 million on this. So I'm a little bit meh. I don't really know what to make of him. I mean, it seems to be sort of pretty average all around, although he does make it at number 3 on the list. I think our first guy, number 5, who was that was Thiago de Jalo, wasn't it? So I think Thiago de Jalo, based on what we've seen so far, is probably my recommended signing out of the 3 that we've seen. But we still have 2 more guys to have a look at, so let's go and have a look at them. Julian Ferreira. So, let me tell you a little bit about him. Argentinos Juniors is where he starts. He then moved to Varzim on loan, AEK on loan. He then went to Newell's for a fee of £1.7 million. After there, he went to Ajax for £2.8 million, so his transfer fees so far have been pretty low. He then went to Napoli for £9.25 million. So again, for somebody who is potentially a very, very good player and one of the best centre-backs in the world, some very low fees. He then went to, and you're going to have to bear with me on the pronunciation of this name, Wazia Zingfu. I'm pretty sure that is not how you pronounce it, but that is what we're going to run with. I'm basing it on the, the Huawei phones, the ones which, the Android phones. I'm pretty sure that is how you say Huawei. So basing it purely on that, we're going to go Wazia Zingfu. And that is what I'm going to run with. So, average rating of 7.01 in 250 league appearances. So he breaks that magical 7 barrier for me. So if you can pick him up quite cheap, and you're getting a player who can play over an average rating of 7, I would say you're doing pretty well with that. Not only that, but he comes with a very, very low wage demand. I say very low wage demand. These wages are still ridiculous. But in FM terms, that is a low wage demand. £105,000 per week for a first choice centre-back. So he does play the central defender role on defend. So let's have a quick look at his attributes for that. Heading a 15, marking a 14, and tackling a 14 as well. So above average. extremely above average, and those are, I'm not going to lie, those are some pretty decent attributes. Mental wise, his mentals look extremely good. I'm not gonna lie to you, they look fantastic. Aggression of 11 and bravery of 12, which don't really blow me out of the water, but anticipation of 16 and decisions of 16, also determination of 17, positioning of 17. Those are some incredibly good mental attributes. So he may be somebody. Not only that, but I'm just going to point out to you right now that he's got a resolute personality. So this could be somebody in the future that if you keep them around the club, could tutor your young centre backs and sort of really help them with their development. So physicality wise, his attributes for his physicals: jumping reach of 15 and strength of 17. So he's got very good jumping, and he's also very strong, which is what you want in a centre back. So this guy looks as though he's going to be really cheap. He looks he's going to have some really cheap wage demands also. He has played for Argentina 15 times, in fact, and 28 years old. So at game start, he's going to be about 18. Now, on first look, I really like this player, and this would be somebody that I would recommend to you to sign. I'm just beating up my microphone there, so I do apologise. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to make some money on a player, this guy would be somebody that you can make some money on. Not only that, but he could be somebody who would become a first team player for you also. So if you're looking to fulfill one of those two avenues, Julian Ferreira could well be the signing that you need to make. I will butcher this name as well, but here we go. We're going to have a bash. Jorge Neri or George Mir. One of the two. I'm not sure which. You pick one. Whichever road you want to explore with that name, go down it. But we're going to run with one of those. So this guy has got 69 caps for Spain. He's 29 years old, which makes him around about 19 at the start of FM, £195,000 a week, and an estimated valuation of £33 million. Now he is a ball-playing defender on the defend duty. So let's have a look at his attributes for that. A first touch of 14, heading of 16, marking of 17, passing of 16, tackling of 16, and technique of 15. Some incredible stats there for his technicals. Mental wise, aggression of 8, so he's got very low aggression. Now, I quite like my defenders to have quite a high aggression. Probably means they're going to pick up more bookings, like overall, but you're going to have somebody who will be going into tackles and will be tackling the ball, will be winning that ball back for you. Anticipation of 16, bravery of 13, composure of 15, concentration of 14, decisions and determination of 16 apiece. Positioning of 17 and vision of 14 as well. So he does have some ridiculous mental stats too. So let's have a look at his physicals. Jumping reach of 11. So he's not the most lofty of players. He cannot get off the floor as much as the other guys in the video can. But again, he does have some incredible strength too. So strength of 18. So that's 18 out of 20. So he does have some sort of proper sort of beef about him. Right-footed player. Fairly determined, and the media describe him as a commanding centre-back. Now, let's have a look at his history and see what he should be expecting to pay. He starts off at Sporting Gijón, and he moved to Real Madrid in the 2018-2019 season for £21.5 million. Now, I've just seen his average rating, and I'm in absolute dreamland with this guy. £21.5 million for somebody who's played 350 league appearances and picked up an average rating of 7.71 in that time. Now, it's incredible. And that is a proper bargain in FM terms. I mean, first team players, like real world beaters, you're going to be looking to pay like upwards of £50 million for. So to get somebody who is sub £50 million will pick up an average rating roughly. I can't say that it'll definitely 100% pick up this kind of average rating for you guys. But looking at this, he has played consistently well in every single season. So if that translates over to other saves, then this guy could well be your next centre-back. So if he is, let us know how you've got on. I'm going to say once again, thank you for watching the video. Been an absolute pleasure, as always. If you don't follow me on Twitch, go over there and follow me on Twitch. If you haven't subbed to YouTube, sub to YouTube. Don't forget to like the video because it really helps the channel. And let us know, if you want to see another position next. We're probably going to be sort of sorting all that kind of stuff out. I'm going to be doing all of them anyway. And yeah, just come along to the streams and stuff. So yeah, cheers. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll catch you again soon.